Here we go, episode 229. Yet another live session by yours truly. Cheers! It is Friday, the beverage of choice, per usual. A devil is your ever in a position to get your hands on one of these, in my humble opinion. It is the best Belgian beer. So, what do you guys want to talk about today? Last couple of live sessions have been very interesting, very revealing. And lately, I have been in a great flow in terms of doing these. So, why not keep it going? I keep getting a lot of requests to announce these, but unfortunately, um, it's very much off of feel, based off of how I feel when I feel like going live. So I'm not really planning on doing it on a set time. It depends if I feel like it, and then I do it. What's up, Elizabeth? I see you, girl. How you been? How is Greece? What are you doing this weekend? You're going out with the boys. I have a very good weekend coming up. Tonight, I'm probably gonna go out with a good friend of mine. Tomorrow, take it easy because Sunday I have a big game, basketball game at noon on Sunday. So obviously, I don't go out the night before a game. And then after that, I'm going to this like local pumpkin party fest. Gotta turn off WhatsApp. Alrighty, let's get it popping. Let's get it going. What do you want me to address? Last time we spoke a lot about fitness and stuff like that. Maybe this time we can talk about something else, whatever your heart desires, of course. This will be the last thing professionally that I do this week. I just got done coaching the last client of the day. Shout out to Mike, shout out to Australia. He's killing it. And I still had some emotional energy left to share with you guys. So here we are. Just use the chat box and ask me whatever. 5 people staring at me, not typing. So then this is not gonna work. So I'll give it another few minutes. Thomas Blood. Finally, somebody says something. Hey, man, shout out to Thomas for Drake and the Awkward Silence, because I've I've decided that I am just gonna wait for questions and not babble on. I love your positivity. Keep up the good work. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Means a lot. I'm trying, man. Definitely trying. Stars on Mars. Yo, yo, I did a sick back, legs, and thighs workout today. I got to work at 9 a.m. Workout until 11. So you got to work and you first thing you did was hit the gym. That's amazing. Man, tell me where do I sign up for this job? Then sauna and lunch until 1 and I head home at 3. Dude, I got a doodle in the fridge that I'll think I'll just smoke this weekend. Nice, dude. You got. Hold on. Let's take a minute to appreciate this guy's day. So you clock in at 9. You'd proceeded to get paid to hit buys, back, and legs, which is a crazy ass workout. Um, you train until 11. Then you hit the sauna on company's time. Then you lunched until 1 and you went home at 3. Oh my god. Imagine the person employing you. There's a lot of jobs like that. There's a lot of jobs um, where you can actually do that. It's like big chains, like big companies where, and the team leader or the floor manager has checked out. You can get away with a lot. I get a diesel in the fridge that I think I'll just smoke this weekend. Yeah. I have not been smoking for 2 weeks today. Um, and I don't really miss it that much to be honest right now. Having a doodle just like you as we speak, by far my favorite beer. Just one, guys, one. Moderation is key. Less is more. I listened to Andrew Uderman's podcast on alcohol the other day, and I realized that a good 90% of my male friends are alcoholics, going by his science and going by his how do you say that, metrics. I work for the state. I'm in a big chaotic section. If I don't show up on Monday, nobody would care. Dude, that's so fucking funny. And that's the most. What's up, gnarly boy? How you doing, man? What are you doing this weekend? Um, if that is not the most Swedish thing ever, right? Like you can just show up, get paid an excellent wage, and it's like, it's all good. Shout out to Sweden, man. Maybe I should move my ass back to Sweden. Maybe I should go ahead and do it when I get the fuck out of this flat. Fuck this flat, man. I can't wait to get out of here. I like Schoof too. Don't know how to spell it. Belgian beer. Yeah, La Schoof. La space Schoof. We call it a dash. Yeah, La Schoof is great. It's French for the leprechaun. The leprechaun. What do you make? What do you think makes a good relationship? What are good signs? Hmm. Honestly, it should be pretty easy. And when I say easy, I'm talking about um in general. Is my audio high enough, guys? Hold on. Let me check something. Is this better? Am I more clear now? I feel like my audio is low as hell. You sure? It's fine? Hmm. All right. Yeah, good signs of the relationship. Um It should be easy, like I said. You should be able to just be and flow without having to communicate about every goddamn thing. You should be able to spend time together and just not even talk. Like that's a good sign. If you constantly need to fill the void with words and babble and just constant conversation, that's not a good sign. So yeah, those things. Um, the ability to be yourself, to not let yourself go, not let don't let it go too far. Um, like you shouldn't start if you start farting around each other and stuff. That's not a good look. Like you need to keep that like that basic respect for each other. Like I'll even go as far as saying like you should make a point out of not constantly being in sweatpants around each other because at some point you'll just start like that'll be the default you. If I'm in my sweatpants 24/7 around my girl, besides the times we go out, that's who I'll like become in her perception. Like that's a big tip. Take notice. I'm telling you, that's gold. Not much this weekend, just chilling. What about you? Yeah, like I said, I got a big game on Sunday, so I'll be going out tonight for some casual drinks, and then Sunday I got basketball game, and I have like a party afterwards, like a day drinking party. It's gonna be great. How is 2 weeks without smoking treating you? Very good, very good. Less intrusive thoughts. Shittier sleep by far, but that's evening out. That's normal. And if you need marijuana to sleep, then you definitely need to cut back. Um, More energy, more focused, more on edge in a good way. I'd say like I'm more like charged up. Grinding in silence. That's what we do, man. What's up, Stig? How you doing, buddy? Shout out to Stiggy, man. This man is traveling Southeast Asia, all over the world. He's in Nusa Penida right now, blowing up your spot, dog. Yeah. So, like, I would highly recommend anyone to try and like get off the weed every now and then. It's wild. So I've been checking out Reddit lately. There's a subreddit called Leaves, like the leaves of the tree or a plant, and it's actually it's a cool name because it's for people who are trying to get rid of their marijuana, like who are trying to overcome marijuana addiction. All right, I'll tell you one thing I learned about weed being on leaves. I basically do not smoke. Like American people, American motherfuckers. What you guys deem normal is wild. Like it is fucking insane. So when I talk about my marijuana use, let me be very clear. When I say I smoke daily, that means every day around 8:30 p.m. after a highly productive day, I roll a joint with some tobacco and then like maybe point 0.3 grams in it, you know, maybe point 0.4, not even I think, but like that's it, and that gets me like baked, right? People in the states are fucking like they're out there, so they put like they smoke pure first of all, and you can argue that tobacco's not healthy, blah blah blah, sure, but you're like basically destroying your brain with a blowtorch of the weed if you're smoking joints that are like 1 gram each. Like that's so wild. That's so crazy. And then most people there they smoke all day. They wake and they're high all the time. So like yeah, anytime I go like I get really like strict on myself. If I've smoked like one of those splits that I just said like each day for 2 weeks in a row, I'm like, man, I'm an addict. I got an issue. I need to go cold turkey for a month. But like realizing how much the majority of stoners smoke was like eye opening. It's wild how people abuse weed and how they just think it's normal to be high all day. Like, why would you even want that? I don't get it. The crap artist. I don't have time to hang out today. I just want to say, I love you. I love you so much. You keep me moving forward. I'm alive today because you helped me. Every step I take, you're holding my hand. God damn, that's beautiful. Man, I love you too, buddy. I love you too. Every step I take. Come on now. What's the words again? Oh, you know what I'm saying, man. I love you, man. I appreciate that. I really do. And I can never get enough of those messages because we all suffer from imposter syndrome. We all suffer from thinking that what we do doesn't matter. So you coming in here and telling me that means the absolute world, man. Thank you. Stars on Mars. What is your vision on your alcohol versus smoke use the upcoming 20 to 30 years? I feel I'm going to cut out alcohol more than 2 units and more smoke, and I only smoke on weekends. Okay, um, so you're okay. That's interesting. I agree. I think there's nothing wrong with having alcohol up until like the third drink is to drink too much. That's kind of my baseline rule as well. Which doesn't mean that I never drink a third drink. I'm just saying like that should be limited to nights where you're trying to have like a good time or you're like, this is the thing. I'm going out, I'm going all in. But um you can have like I love drinking a doodle like this on a Friday afternoon. I thoroughly enjoy this because I am only gonna have one, and then later on the day when I go out, like in literally 5 hours, I'll have another maybe two drinks, and that's my Friday. So less is more, man. Like you appreciate that so much more if you have less. But also daily smoking is not the way. If you're only smoking on the weekends, keep it like that. The science says that the minute you smoke more than twice a week, you're a chronic smoker. So you can smoke, pick 2 days. Like you can smoke on a Wednesday and on a Sunday, for example. I feel like that's a good ratio because then you got Monday and Tuesday to get shit done. Even though Monday you might have a little bit of brain fog if you smoke too much on Sunday. But yeah, Monday and then like Thursday perhaps, and just keep it like that. If you can keep it to that, I think you're pretty balanced. I was smoking every day for a month, and after I stopped, I started stuttering. Stuttering, you mean? After that, I got scared and I dropped it. Yeah, good. If the weed makes you stutter, then you should probably quit. That's a good call. Uh, I would be lying if I said I hadn't had like that. That's also the reason that caused me to smoke less. I got to a point where I started feeling certain side effects, long term side effects of smoke, and I was like, hmm. Then I did some research and I figured out it was because of that. And yeah, I did that. I want to do a mushroom or LSD trip in nature. I did something comparable to that. I did like a truffle trip. Like truffle is like the lighter version of mushrooms in nature. It wasn't good because of the people I did it with. They had like a bad energy and bad vibes, so it kind of messed it up. All the psychedelic stuff, all I'm gonna tell you is like be careful because I know it's hip and trendy right now, but that might mess you up. And if you're a person that has a lot of internal issues that are unaddressed, it might not be the best thing for you. And I understand right now it's really trendy, and ayahuasca and DMT are so hip and trendy, but might not be for you. So if you do it, once again, less is more. Less is more can be applied to anything. Bless you, sir. Bless you, Jalal. I appreciate you, buddy. I want to hang out with you someday. Hey, me too, man. Stars on Mars. When I come down to Stockholm, you're buying all the elk brew, all the drinks in Drottninggatan, and we're gonna get lit. We'll get thrown out of the club, end up in McDonald's at 5 in the morning, and be depressed for 3 days after. That's kind of what how my Swedish lifestyle looked like. Papuna. I usually drink at a weekend, but almost exclusively beer. To be honest, at this point, 1 liter or 1.5 liters is not affecting me. My minimum becomes 2 liters to feel I'm drinking something. Hold on, you need to drink 2 liters of beer to get a buzz? That's 8 beers. Um, that is too much. If you need eight beers to get a buzz, that's too much, dog. You need to you need to cut back. Cut back. Define feeling something though. Like you mean like being drunk, or you're like I don't feel shit up until my 8 beer. Maria Fares, ¿qué tal, bonita, guapita? ¿Cómo estás hoy? I'll introduce you to my friends and my girlfriend too. Good. Don't bring me around your girl because I'm like Trey Songs, man. Mr. Steal Your Girlfriend. No, I didn't even know you had a girlfriend now. I thought you ended it with her. You guys got back together. You're like the Swedish Jersey Shore. Make up and break up and break up and make up. Bro, your mic is messing up. Stop touching it. I think I need to. Okay. Thank you for telling me. 1 second. Is it better now? Let me know if it's better. Let me know. I hate when I check a live afterwards and I find out that the audio is trash and nobody told me. So thank you. Maria, what you doing this weekend, girl? After 2 liters, I feel like now I will get drunk. Uh huh. It was making a click sound, then it was going quiet. Okay. Should be better now, right? Tell me again. Please tell me if something happens. Like, I'm begging you. Looking good. Thank you. Mariah Fares. Working out, sleeping, chores, play dates. Play dates for the kids or play dates for you? It's a big difference. Remind me where you live, like not your exact address, but your country. I forgot. You know I got game. I don't know that you got game. All I know is, I only know you from the live chat, so you might not have game. That's what I'm saying. Look at me spilling beer all over myself. That tends to happen with this beak of mine. I'm just playing, guys. Hey, let's get some thumbs up going. We got one thumb up. There's at least 5 of you that should have hit the thumb up that have not hit the thumb up yet. Ha 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 ha. I wish it was for me. I love my play dates. What's your situation, Mariah? You got a boyfriend? You got a husband? Are you a single mom? What's the deal? It's all friends here, so you can share. Papuna. My friend arrived all the way from France to hang out with me. We were walking on daytime, drinking on evenings just after a week I tried to work out and I was significantly weaker. Yeah. I cannot do the multiple days in a row drinking. Like that's just it destroys me. I don't understand how people do it. Like it's not a good feeling at all. Because that second day you're drinking again, you don't even feel good. Play dates for my kids. Mm, I figured that one out. I'm from Guatemala, raised in Washington State, but I live in Colorado. Mile High City. I feel like we had this conversation before. Maybe it was somebody else. You live in Boulder or Denver. How do you like the? I can tell you're a Latina simply by zooming in with my X-Men eyes on your little avatar. Zzz. I got a sixth sense when it comes to Latinas. Certified. We did in Colorado Springs. I'm not familiar with Colorado Springs, but I do want to visit it. Next time I go to the US, I want to do New Orleans, I want to do Austin, I want to do Denver, or like somewhere in like Colorado. Yeah, that's it. That's what I want to check out. We're spicy and have fire in our hearts. We're passionate. Yeah, you're also difficult. Passionate is a nice way to say difficult. And I know because I've had my fair share of Latinas. But I'm not going to lie, you guys are pretty awesome. But sometimes it's too much. Sometimes it's too much, man. It's like, God damn. I don't want to deal with this drama all the time. I feel like the older I get, the less equipped I am to deal with that. I used to love it more. Maybe I'm just biased right now. Are you gonna see the new Halloween movie? I heard it's bad. Hell no. I'm not watching the new one. I haven't seen the last like I don't I never been a Halloween movie type of guy. And I'll tell you something else. It annoys the hell out of me how Halloween has become this like worldwide thing. People need to stop adopting American culture and act like it's a thing here. Like we're in Belgium and now Halloween is a thing now, and it's so late because it's like that's not our culture. That's not like why are we not celebrating Cinco de Mayo then? Like if they're just doing everything, it's like so silly. I don't like that. It's too commercial. It's whack. It's lame. You don't like horror movies? I do. I do. I don't like Halloween. I do like horror movies, some of them. Definitely. I love The Thing. That's super old, but that's a great one. Are you gonna? I had a girlfriend from Colombia. I was 26 and her 20. I slept with a girl from Chile and one from Brazil too. They're passionate, they're crazy, and they know it. Well, let's not generalize, but yeah, they're wild. Oh, sorry, bumped the mic. Big horror fan here. Yeah, I don't. I just I've been watching Andor, the new Star Wars show. I don't watch that much shows or movies in general, to be honest with you. Um, I hold on, Tessa. Hi, Lorenz. With whom do I with whom do you identify most at this moment in your life? The Wounded Viking or Lorenz Dries, and what are their strong qualities? Wow, that's an amazing question. Well, first off, I never walk around thinking I'm the Wounded Viking. I'll even give you, I'll even tell you something. Like, I literally was thinking the other day about changing the channel's name to just Lorenz Dries. Because sometimes I feel like it's a gimmick or it's corny or it's like, you know what I mean? But then I think, no, it's a nice name. I like it. People like it. That's how people know me. I already rebranded it once. I used to be Benzo, and then I went to Wounded Viking. But so, but my point is, I don't really walk around thinking like I'm the Viking. Hell yeah. So I'm definitely Lorenz at all times. What are their strong qualities? I guess. I mean, that question in itself implies that it's two different roles. Honestly, I'm kind of like this. Like this is really me. Um, I guess the Wounded Viking is a little bit more, but I'm not sure that that's true. Like it's really just me. When I get on here, obviously I try to be animated. Like I'm definitely much more relaxed and chill in real life. Like in terms of I'm not talking all the time. I'm not preaching all the time. I like to also just go with the flow and chill and be easy. Um, I guess the Wounded Viking's best quality is that he's able to inspire people and carry out a great message. Um, and I don't know. I honestly feel like this is the real me. Like what you see on here is the real me. And all the people that have met me that knew me through YouTube first, like I get this a lot with clients who have hired me usually based on my videos, and then they're like, "Oh, you're the same as your videos," you know. Um, so I guess that's kind of me. But I love that question, Tessa. Where are you from? That's a great question. I'll give Denzo 10 points, one of like an 8 points, and Dan Nace 1 point. Fuck Dan Nace. Then I was just thinking about that little cockroach the other day. Might have to make a new video dissing his ass. Who remembers that? I did a video called Dan Nace, who's like one of Casey Neistat disciples. For those who don't know the story, he used me for one of his videos. He interviewed me and then proceeded to butcher my name. He called me Lorenzo Diaz, turned me into a Mexican. Didn't link my channel, didn't do anything he promised, just completely just used my story for content and then refused to give me any credit or exposure. Fuck Dan Nace. I stand on that to this day. If I ever catch Dan Nace in the streets, it's game over. And then I did a video like attacking him, exposing him. It was called Dan Nace is a fraud. You should go check it out. It's so funny. I mean, I think it's funny because looking back on it, I gouged his I gouged out his eyes in the thumbnail of the video. I mean that I try to give him like the devil's eyes to make him look like the devil. Um, what was I gonna say? So, and then his mom got in contact with me. They were like, so, oh my god, I can't believe it. They were like in utter shock. She emailed me like 20 times, tried to get me to see the light. Uh, and but I was just like, dude, fix the goddamn name in the video, give me my props. And he just wouldn't like, yeah, he was just he's one of those people that just thinks he can get away with anything because he's creative and nice, but then really you're just a selfish fuck, you know? So yeah, that video should have gone viral. And I even conceded because at some point I changed the video's name to Dan Nace is a phony instead of a fraud because fraud was too harsh. You will easily knock him out. You're 3 times his size. I'm not trying to knock him out. I literally would not lay a finger on him. I would never physically attack him if I saw him. I was literally just joking a couple of minutes ago. Like, come on, man. This is a YouTuber. It's not that serious. Maria, what do you think about cardio? It's so hard to get myself motivated to get up and go for a run. Do you think jumping rope is a good alternative? I think you should focus on building muscle. That way, you're going to burn more fat even when you're sedentary. So, you should work on squats and deadlifts, and that's going to give you the figure that you want and also the fat burning properties. But okay, if you're going to do cardio, do it in the morning, do it fasted. I know people say it doesn't matter. Well, I think in my experience, it does. Do it in the morning. Get some caffeine pills, Mariah. Get like a get like a good playlist. Get some Bad Bunny, some Conejo Mal, right? That'll have you feeling 18 again. Put that on, and then just pop a caffeine pill first thing in the morning when the kids are still watching cartoons on an empty stomach, and you'll be flying high. You'll be euphoric, feeling like you're on ecstasy back in Guatemala in the club. So do that. Blast a good playlist, and the caffeine will take care of you, and you'll be running 45 minutes before you even realize it. And I'm dead serious. Like, try that protocol I just told you, and don't do it later on in the day because then cardio is hard. Cardio has to be done first thing in the morning with caffeine, and then it's fun. When your mom has to contact your YouTube nemesis, you need to shape up. Exactly. Exactly. Mariah, try that, Maria. Try that and get back to me. Tessa. To me, the wounded Viking feels like your archetype, like a strong personification of yourself. That is true. You're right. It definitely is like the strongest version of me. But you're right. You'll always be Lorenz Dries at heart. I'm from the Netherlands. Hey, shout out to the Netherlands, Tessa. That's so nice. So we could speak Dutch if you wanted to. Well, what part are you from? I live super close to the Netherlands. I live near Eindhoven. But I agree. Like I know what you're saying. Like it's definitely um like you know Lorenzo on mental steroids. Gnarly. How bad a sign is it when your partner takes space and way less contact in general, especially when she's stressed and after a fight? It's been 3 weeks since we talked a lot less. That's a pretty shitty sign, dog. She's trying to let go. She's probably checking her options as we speak. I mean, I don't know her. I don't know the situation. I don't know what caused the fight, but 3 weeks, dude. If I went 3 days with poor communication with my girl, I would lose my shit. Like we can't have that. We gotta resolve this now. I wouldn't even make it to 2 days. Like I don't know how you did 3 weeks. That's insane. Mariah, thank you. Not sure my old message went through. Oh man, what did you say? Oh yeah, I just answered you. Hit Tessa up for a date, bro. Hey Tessa, hit me on the gram. Wounded Viking, send me a DM. I was looking at some of my old videos. It's funny stuff. I remember flying out to the Dominican Republic. A man in love is a man that does dumb shit. I was gonna try to come up with an eloquent rhyme. How is your social life? Any new girlfriends? So social life is very like I have a ton of friends. I can yeah, I know a bunch of people. That's not really any issue. The thing is, how do I say this without sounding douchey? Most of them I don't particularly care to hang out with anymore because it revolves around drinking or just their overall opinion of life doesn't really interest me. But so I dated this new girl a couple of months ago. We hooked up a couple of times, but then it didn't work out. And ever since, honestly, it's to the point where it's a little bit frightening, but I'm so focused on like building my business, making more money. Sorry, guys. Coaching more clients. I haven't really been focused on that. So I don't have any. I haven't gone on a date in months. I haven't really talked to any girls in months like that. At some point, some of my exes pop back up. I hate when that happens. And then I was like, man, I gotta shut this down. So that's the worst when you go back to like talking to one of your exes because you're like just like, oh, this is easy. It's already established. Call me in 5 years, then we'll talk. What does that mean? Are you trying to? That either means you're trying to get rid of your husband when the kids are old enough in 5 years. See, that's what it meant. That's what I'm saying. Just kidding. I love my partner. The truth is said in a joke, and we all know it, Maria. So, again, hit me in the DM on Instagram, and you might get lucky. You never know. Shout out to your partner, man. Shout out to, I'm trying to come up with a typical Hector. Shout out to Hector. I hope you don't mind me playing around. Gnarly, thanks, brother. We've been talking, but it's just not consistent. Went from 1 hour plus daily to 5 minutes with sporadic text. Um, that's not good, man. That's not good at all. That's like, I feel like she's basically already broken up with you and you haven't got the memo yet. Call me in 5 years, time to stick. Come on, stars on Mars. What? Dude, you can't talk to women like that, man. That's not cool. That ain't it. You're on some what's the guy, what's his name? That's some Andrew Tate stuff. Don't do that. Don't do that, man. That's not it. Ha ha ha, you're handsome, I'll shoot my shot. As you should. And if Hector ain't taking care of that, holla at a player, holla at a player. Thing is, she's the one contacting me more frequently. Doesn't make sense. You should definitely. Well, she's contacting you, but then you don't really talk. Like, dude, you need to get her on the phone and be like, "What's up? We need to talk about this. We need to talk about this and work things out." Yeah, because that ain't it. That is not cool at all, man. I don't know what you're thinking. I don't know what your plan is, but it's been 3 weeks now. You need to sit her ass down and be like, "What are we doing? What are we doing? Take charge, man, because this sucks." Can't believe you let it linger for 3 weeks. That's wild. Honey, I'm only 28. I'm only getting better. Mariah, what time is it in Denver, then? Is it late? You didn't sip in that red wine, feeling some type of way? Husband is busy working the late shift. Kids are in bed. You got some wounded Viking for you. Hey, Viking, what's up with them vlogs? 8:30 a.m. Damn. All right. Okay. So that morning caffeine is kicking in. Um, the vlogs, yeah, I haven't. So I did the August reset, made a video every day, and then I just said fuck it, and I checked out. So no excuses here. I just haven't made them, and I should at some point make them again. And I appreciate you for letting me know that there's still demand for them. So I appreciate that. She just said she needs more peace and serenity right now. We've already had that conversation too. It sounds like she's tired of fighting, man. It's like she needs like that's what I tell my girl if I need and I'm like, well, we did fighting too much, just give me like one solid week with no drama. So that's how it sounds. But you might want to ask yourself if she is indeed the one and if she yeah, just work on that ASAP. Because I don't know, man. When somebody says, I just need peace and serenity, that really to me, and maybe I'm looking at it too much through my own scope, but that sounds like I'm getting the fuck out of here message, you know? Like, again, that's what I tell my girl if I'm trying to escape. If I'm giving you the I need peace and serenity talk, that's like, give me a couple of weeks to breathe so I can plan my escape route. uh Yeah, man, I miss the walks in nature and just the push to keep on going, very relatable. Dude, thank you for telling me that. Um, I really appreciate that because that tells me I should probably get back on it. So thank you, man. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Let me, you're planting a seed in the soil of my mental. So thank you. What's up, Rachna Katana? I see you, girl. Do you like physically strong women? Is that too weird for men? No, it's not. It's not. I like it. I mean, it depends. Like it's hard to define physically strong women, right? Like, what does that mean? But I like it. I think I like it. I like the idea of being carried. Look at Pedro. Look at this motherfucker. Pedro Figueiredo. Figu Pedro Pedro Figueiredo. Dude hasn't said shit. Hasn't asked me a goddamn question in 45 minutes plus. Hasn't probably, for sure, he has not hit the thumb up. I've been in here mentally massaging Maria Faris for like 30 minutes plus. This is a typical, I bet you're Argentinian, right? Typical Latino just swooping in, trying to run off with my cash. Portuguese. Well, same thing, man. Same thing. Look at this motherfucker. Look at him. See, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about. Give her more space. Yes. I mean, I mean, no, no. Ask for clarity, because more space is only gonna conclude in more distance and more like nothing and more passive aggressiveness and more uncertainty. Tell her to tell you what the fuck is up, and ask her if there's a way to resolve it. And if not, ding, 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 it's time to move on. Look at Mariah. She's loving it. 8:30 in the morning. She's on her second cup of coffee. Hector's already away, working his third shift of the day. The kids are watching Cartoon Network, and she has a established, semi-famous YouTuber fighting over her with my boy Pedro. Good times, guys. Good times. Hey, today is a fun live. I'm having a blast. I'll be wrapping up in a bit though, because I got my spaghetti. I got my spaghetti that I need to cook. Because if I ain't cooking it, no one will. Because I'm single. I'm lonely in this motherfucker. What's up, Slap? How you doing, buddy? I asked for clarity. All she said is the peace and serenity thing. I told her I want our old communication back and left it at that. She reaches out. How much did I reach out? Okay, so if you ask for clarity and she said peace and serenity, she's literally saying fuck your clarity. First off, so you need to tell her like that's not a valid answer. Two, I told her I want our old communication back. I left it at that. She reaches out. How much did I reach out? Dude, it's not about reaching out. It's about you getting to the bottom of the issue, because it sounds to me like you still don't know what the issue is. That's literally what you said. What's up, Slap? I'm all good, Playboy. What about you? Maria. I could do about 50 correct push ups. I could beat up an average person, which I don't. I'm a very sweet person, I promise, for the most part. I bet you beat it up in the bedroom, though. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me, because I know I'm not. Um. By the way, on a more professional note, if anybody's trying to hire me and work with me and turn their life around, renz.dries at gmail.com is the email address you should probably email. So that's me. If you want to work with me, I'm very submissive in the bedroom. Man, this is getting out of hand. This is getting out of hand. Oh man, I'm gonna get kicked off of YouTube for this. Having fun though. Mm-hmm. You are not responsible for the chat. I know. It's all good. But I like to keep things a little bit, you know. I had fun. I have to go. See, that's winning for you. That's winning. They'll come in, they'll get their pleasure, and they'll check out. There you go. Now you guys are talking about rent jobs and stuff. All right, I'm gonna wrap. This is too much. I'm gonna wrap this one up, guys. This is going. It's too erotic. I need coffee. Hasn't had any. Yeah. That's not all you need, Naraya. If you catch my drift. I think she's super stressed due to health problems and the fight. Other than that, you're right. Don't know what the problem is. She's not even clear. All right, look, Marley. Once again, I mean, we could go back and forth until you define the true issue at hand. Everything else is irrelevant. You have to figure out what the issue is. Until then, you're just wasting your time because you're grasping at straws. You don't know what's going on. Time to wrap it up. She needs. Okay, all right, then. It is time to wrap it up. So, once again, guys, on a serious note, if you want to work with me, lorenz.trees@gmail.com. Instagram is at Wounded Viking. Go make sure to follow that as well. And aside from that, I want to thank all of you for making Viking. Do you have a video about what you do? What do you mean, Pedro? Pedro, what do you mean? What do I do? I don't get it. You mean with the coaching, your work? Man, I'll make the video right now. So, okay, I have clients from across the world. How it works is they hire me on a monthly basis, and every week we talk through a video call like this, right? So they call in, we are on WhatsApp video, and we talk for about 30 minutes. Sometimes it's longer if it has to be, but that's about it. So we talk twice a week. Consider this like a therapy session, a brainstorming session, whatever you will, and we go over the issues of the client at hand. So they tell me their background, what's going on, and then I swoop in with my rational advice, with my experience. We come up with a strategy to improve their life in a very concrete manner. Like I literally tell them, do this, do this, do this, obviously in accordance with them. But that's how it works. And then besides those two video calls, and this is where I really have my competitive advantage over other coaches or psychiatrists or shrinks, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I'm in contact with my clients daily through texting. Like they can text me 7 days out of seven, even on a Saturday, even on a Sunday. Where the hell are you going to find that? I truly care about my clients. So they text me if something pops up, something crazy occurs, and I'm able to hit them with dynamic advice. So that's basically it. And all my clients, like, I've got a couple of clients, at least five now, that have been working with me for 2 years plus. Like, that's why I feel like I'm more of a mentor than anything else. Like, and they're just like, I'm never gonna, um, stop working with you because you are my voice of the reason in the back of my mind. I can always fall back on you for objective advice. You're always there. If I need somebody to give me a non-biased opinion on what's going on, and I truly care. The better that my clients do, the better that I do. I recently got one of my clients a massive raise, for example, by basically pointing him in the right direction, by telling him what to do, what not to do, and like that makes me happy as hell. And yeah, that's about it. Joking. His program involves a lot of different. Oh man, you tripping. Mariah, I would love to chat more about workout diet. I lost 40 pounds on my own. Send me an email, Mariah. I'll send you some. I'll tell you what to do. It's really not that hard. So again, anyone that wants to work with me or get advice, whatever, lorenz.trees@gmail.com. Hit me up and I'll let you know what it is. So, yeah, that's it basically. I think I did a I think I did a decent job explaining myself. So Pedro, if you're trying to turn things around, and what I always tell my clients is, worst case scenario, I'm absolute shit. You think I don't give any value, and you only, you will have lost the monthly fee, and then you never have to work with me again. Now, guess what? In my history of working with clients for 2.5 years, only one person has stopped working with me after 1 month. And that was because she was batshit insane. Well, that's my take on it. She might give you something else, but most people love to work with me long term because I really do care. I really put in the work and I go above and beyond any type of service you can get from any coach, psychiatrist, whatever. Like, I'm truly here. So that's it. Send me an email. We can talk about anything, like how we can make it work or not work, and take it from there, Pedro. So I'll be expecting you, buddy. And don't forget, everything happens for a reason. I was meant to go online today, do this live. Mariah was meant to flirt with me for 30 minutes, so I stayed on longer, and that caused you to swoop in and contact me. So think about all the little things that contributed to this moment. That's all I'm saying. All right, I really gotta go now. Gotta go cook up a mean spaghetti because I'm hungry. Guys, have a beautiful weekend. Stay safe. Don't drink and drive. Take care of yourself. Hit the thumbs up. And I love you all. Peace.